Hi there, this is Athril. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Death and Taxes. So let's get back to it, shall we? Okay, so I guess, we left off in Workday. Okay, let's see what we gotta do today. Alright, so we got 5. Alright, what's the daily report? Crow News. Ex-child actor found dead at the Path of Glory commune after police raid. Drug overdose expected. Mass suicide at the Path of Glory. Okay, it's Jonestown all over again. Entire commune dead by what looks like an overdose at the behest of noted speaker and cult leader Mercury St. Ionis. Yeah, that was our fault. We let him live. You want to know what is inside the kettle of the old kettle pensioner? It's a whole nother universe. Managing editor of the Daily Moon drowns after caught stalking and harassing offspring of local crime boss. Crypto Decay canceled tour after sudden death of manager. And the money goes in the drawer. Because I don't like it hissing at me. Okay. G'day, Grim. The world is a wondrous thing. Oh, what I have seen out here. Now, do try and balance out the turmoil of yesterday. Success can be forged with but a handful of deaths, yes? Alright. And unforeseen logic guides our hand, but nonetheless. Okay. 3 humans have to die. Spare any humans with a law background. Okay. Student. Chimwala is a charismatic opinion leader among their peers. They use this characteristic to affect campaigns for those things they think is right. These topics include reducing the use of plastics, banning beige shorts, and stopping any vaccinations. Yeah. I'll hold off. I need to see who else we have here. We might have prison warden, Misaho Ishigami. Misaho has been working at prisons for so long that in their eyes, nobody's innocent. People are either criminals or victims, soon to become criminals. Lately, they've started promoting the use of 24/7 panoptic surveillance system with enormous privacy violation implications. Ooh, but he's a law enforcer, so he technically gets a pass for right now. So currently, let's make 2 piles. This is the keep pile, and that's the discard pile. Corrupt CEO. The fact that his description is corrupt. Albert is an incredible human being, as in never in all history has there been anyone who has destroyed so many humane and social systems with nihilism and greed. They will stop at nothing for their quest to squeeze and any short-term profit. You go in the dead pile. See, Amanita has dedicated their life to researching the end of days. When not working, they take out their pile of dogs for the walk or snobbishly drive around their vintage car, even though the battery is chronically empty. Otherwise, they've no personality or political views whatsoever. Huh, you're crazy bit kind of harmless? Alright, prosecutor. This prosecutor has what it takes when it comes to always getting their conviction numbers up no matter what. They'll even try every trick in the book to get defendants, especially those of a different national background, convicted of any, no matter how frivolous, offenses. Oh. ACAB. ACAB. After years of struggling to pay their debts by selling nostalgia-laden merchandise of vaguely self-help nature, Orisa finally found a brand new avenue into helping people for money. Dyed rocks and magically infused minerals. How many people need to die? All of them? All of them is good. 3. So, you get a pass. You get a pass for now, you bastards. Ugh. This makes me feel dirty. Like, holy shit, this game makes me feel dirty. You, of the 4, are the least harmful. She's an idiot, but least harmful. Die. 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 Live. 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 All of this makes me feel terrible. Like, all of it makes me feel terrible. 3 humans have to die. 3 humans have died. Humans with a law background have been spared. For now. I'm tempted to replay this in a save them all and kill them all, and just to see how short those runs are. They'll probably end by day 7 on all of them. Okay. What does the Emporium have? I hope he has an eraser.
Ahoy, matey!
What is
What
that?
can old Mortimer offer ye today?
What is this? Ephemeral mortality widget. Coin which usually makes up a large portion of any... I want the coin.
Used to belong to the ruthless Corsair Thaddeus Thatcher, this one. 'Tis the last existing item of a lost civilization. Mad Thad landed in their village, gathered up each and every one. Sage and king and beggar alike. And let Lacy Luck through this very coin cast judgment on all. About half the civilization died that day. The rest doomed to a slow extinction. Then me crew laid upon Thad's war gallery near the gorge of Telenor. The battle was merciless, but the treasure was most exquisite. Anyway, 'tis useful if ye can't decide what to eat for dinner.
Okay then. We'll check that in the morning. The cloud has words for us. Let's see what the cat has to say first. The cat seems to be in slumber, occasionally emanating a soft snore-like purr. Psst, kitty cat, time for the review. After a long pause, the cat sluggishly sniffs the usual pile of documents waiting on the table. The cat continues inspecting the documents for a few seconds, then turns away, seeming pleased. Can I ask you some questions instead? Cat stares at you, slowly blinking. What do you think of fate? Meow meow, the cat notes melodiously. She blinks at you, perplexed. Well, what do you think of death? The cat shakes herself in a manner which seems entirely indecipherable. Well, what do you think of the common systems of taxation? The cat meows. I mean, taxing the impoverished, giving cuts of benefits to the already rich. Cat looks at you quizzically. The whole setup only creates a trickle-up system, where it equal to begin with. Eat the rich, that's what I always said. Cat is absent-mindedly poking at the papers on the table with her paw. I'm glad you agree, Cat. Cat is starting to nod off, and technically nodding in it signals agreement. She blinks at you, perplexed. That was informative. I'll be going now. Cat curls back into a ball and continues to slumber her previously disturbed slumber. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, let's see what the cloud's opinions are.
Psst. Hey there. How are the folk of the planet doing? Oh no, they are killing each other. And not doing much else. The righteous in a battle against all others, until none survive. The ones who are left are, of course. War on the horizon, ready to strike at a moment's notice. take it as a warning.
Huh. Huh. Well then. Back to work. Oblivion awaits. Let's see what the news is. Anti-beige shorts animus is still simmering in the background even after death of front leader. Research shows a slim chance of survival for a small number of the population. Activists and some politicians protest against suggestions to introduce extensive surveillance grids, calling these immoral and highly unconstitutional. Abandoned mineshaft collapses, unidentified body found within the debris. I don't remember who that was. Long-term prosecutor Mrs. Solanas throws their hat into the mayoral election race. Ooh. Corruption in the courts. Another victory for the vicious Queen of Terror leads some to suspect foul play. Infamous CEO sells their North shot directly into a beach, found impaled on a tree. Good. At least we did one good thing. Lucky day. Or is it? The unjustly denigrated unlucky number 13. I fail to see the relevance of this kind of numerology. It is but a day, like all others. Quota. Total of 3 humans have to die. Humans of the field of religion have to die. Spare any humans with an artistic background. Enjoy your pleasant workday. Fate. The cat has stolen my people. Well. Well. The cat has spoken. No work shall be done this day. Cat lunges on table, brushing her probably ears. You wouldn't know what happened to my files. Cat pauses for a moment, then continues brushing herself, indifferent to your confusion. Did you do something with them? Before the cat has a chance to respond, the phone rings in an ear-piercing metallic clatter. You hear a familiar voice.
Hello? Hello? Lady Poddington, is Grim there? Oh, goodness. Grim, I heard that. I understand the job can be stressful, that these decisions do not come lightly. But you cannot let everybody live. Such actions will have serious consequences, even if you cannot foresee them. That is what I am for. Trust me, it will be for the benefit of everyone. Understood? What? Could you repeat that? All I hear is static. No matter. You know what the job entails, Grim. I implore you to take it seriously. The world needs to stay in equilibrium.
Oh boy. That cat is trying to get us in trouble.
We will not have to repeat this discussion in the future. Think before you act. That is all.
Let's see. I hope you're happy. Alas, the cat has already fallen asleep. She purrs softly, contented. Nothing else to do but leave. Cat! I liked you! You were so cute! And you've betrayed all.
Avast ye! Pursue the finest booty you've ever seen.
Boo the gerbil. I'm gonna buy Boo the gerbil.
Core blimey, how did this wee monster even get here? 'tis not really all that valuable plunder. Found a tiny fellow on the riverbanks of Styx itself. A lifeless, adorable thing. Can't imagine it being useful for anything. But sure makes delightful squeaks when ye stroke it.
So I'm hoping this will prevent the cat. This will be a bribe for the cat to prevent her from stealing any of my work. Okay. Interviewing the intrepid crew exploring the depths of the ocean. Consultancy. Is it some form of dark magic? I suspect you in my office for your performance review after you're done today. Do not worry about that right now, though. Focus on the task at hand. So is okay. This is all right. Ooh, big stack of people. Squeaky, nice. 5 humans have to die. Anyone related to the transportation industry has to die. Choose humans at the left side of the profile bundle. Huh? Okay, so that seems arbitrary as frick. So, okay, this guy. Blaze works as a Prime Minister's personal helicopter pilot. They love flying so much they fly around all day, even when their employer doesn't need to go anywhere. All the money for fuel is taken from taxpayer funds. Technically, he should die, because he's transportation. Jafar is a mediocre crane operator. They make a notable amount of mistakes and then blame others for those mistakes. Jafar has an alcohol problem and gets abusive towards the other and children if they get angry when intoxicated. Okay. So this... Okay. Kayleigh decided to return to school to finish their education after the 4 kids grew up and went to find their own paths. While progress is difficult for such a long pause, Kayleigh is dedicated and diligent. When not in school, they write slam poetry. Okay. Merrick is getting old. They've had a big hand in helping the city councils keep city councils stable. Although a little too resistant to change, they know how to keep people at peace and resist the influence of political fringe groups. Okay. Submarine Commander. In their youth, Evelyn read the works of Anavar Jules, author of many fantastical... Oh, hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so... Oh, what are my requirements here? 5 have to die. Anyone related to the transportation industry has to die. Choose humans on the left side of the profile. So... she's right side. So, As part of the novel's Teenage Commander, they decided to become one, a commander that is, themselves, and drive thousands of leagues under the sea. And they did. So, ostensibly alive. There's nothing like a smell of freshly minted mined coal in the morning. At least that's what Angus believes. They consult politicians on all energy-related policies, always advocating for more drilling, more mining, more cutting. Clean energy is for losers, apparently. Gotta kill 5. 5. He's technically on the... He's gonna go over here. Cook. Alea chose to learn the art of gastronomy because it felt like a decent and stable job. Good food is always needed. Aside from cooking, they enjoy treks through nature and mountain climbing. Let's leave you alone for now. Essie Kovalainen. Essie is a professional project advisor. They are also known as a consultant. They get paid an inordinate amount of money for consultations, which are these vague events where they tell companies to do things. When not working, they love tea, cross-stitch, and smashing the patriarchy. Okay. Freddie Osborne. Freddie has been homeless for a long time, ever since they escaped from their abusive home. They have always felt like keeping on the move, never settling down until they found poetry. Now they go to all local culture and charity events. Okay. This one is hard. You are gonna die because you're a horrible person. That's one. You die based on a couple of being on the left side and being a horrible person. Is he transportation industry? I honestly don't think any of these people are actually in the transportation industry. I mean, maybe him, but this guy dies. Just, this is becoming coin flippy. Need two more. All these guys are. Most of them are fine. Like this guy here. So if I kill him, I have a sneaky suspicion the Prime Minister is going to go down with him. I'm sorry, Mr. Freddie Osborne, but I have to have 5. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. 5. 4. 5. Ah. At least some of these people are good. Okay. Okay. Decisions have been made. Fate has returned.
I have returned. Did you miss me? Great. I am glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay. Yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation. But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those papers, please? Where are you? Ah, here we go. Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation.
This is getting suspicious.
Ah, Grim. How should I put it? In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told. There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence.
But the rules are there for a reason. What else am I supposed to do?
Of course, great care goes into calculating the equilibrium. But is that all that matters? One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull? You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with? Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
That's ominous. It is very ominous. See what death is.
See? What did I tell you? The others, conspiring behind your back. You saw the result. They waited for you to let the guard down, whispering, "Look, it's the
I
pathetic
don't
runt."
like the mystery voice.
For insight, wisdom, and nuggets of cold, hard truth. Or is it perspective, encouragement, and guidance? Keep them guessing, and watch your back, Reaper.
I don't like her. Not one bit.
Back from her booty, are ye?
Killer flakes twirled disquietly inside this glass globe, never settling. In the middle of the storm, since figures too difficult to discern, everything seems to be in a state of constant transfiguration. Sure.
Well, scuttle me boat, why don't ye? Clear as a crisp spring morn, I remember the day, in the cave at the bottom of an ocean, but 'twas guarded by a horrendous beast. So, had no choice but to underwater arm wrestle the kraken. All 8 tentacles. Afterwards, I met a hag with crow feet wrinkles on her face, and wrinkled crow faces on her feet. She knew me well,
What?
though we had not met before. Gifted me this ominous globe. Maybe 'twas a warning of a kind. Maybe she just fancied me. I did die about a week later.
Okay then. Alright, back to work. Lots of death there. Let's see here. Mayor cuts ribbon at new mall. People clap. Local wildlife reportedly happy this morning for some reason. Cosmopolis suburbs announce record levels of clean air, recovering from decades of coal exploitation. Chef at local bistro San Frontiers disappears into wilderness. Authorities organizing a search. Health issues on the rise due to poor quality diets. Drunken crane operator tips crane into sea. Companies in mourning. Incredible consultants so close to figuring out the completely new consultants level that their head exploded. Dormant plague bacteria discovered in permafrost, waiting to be released. Oh dear. Congratulations, Grim. You passed the performance review as expected. But let us not dwell on the past. I need you to focus on the future. This will be a tough day. Be attentive. A total of 6 humans have to die. At least 5 humans with a scientific background have to die. At least 2 humans aged 30 or younger have to die. Humans are so easily corrupted. Good reaping, fate. So, 6, 3 scientists, 2 humans 30 or younger. So we have a dentist. Scott works as a dentist, but sometimes regrets not becoming a scientist. They think it's too late to switch careers, but they occasionally quench their thirst for science by trying to invent new tooth-filling materials. Shield focuses on researching red dwarves and possibly finding habitable planets in their systems. As a lifelong science fiction fan, they are sad but accepting of their children dressing up as bow-wielding fair folk from a fantastical novel. Louis Cabadi. Lucas got tangled in a whole organized crime web at an early age. Through debts their brother had incurred. To settle the score, Lucas was forced into working as a driver, although as of late they seem to be have to be getting their hands dirtier. Ijiro is currently organizing an excavation in the colder regions, digging up some permafrost in hopes of finding artifacts from the fabled age of colossal hamsters. burglar. Once during a routine burglary, Holland got attacked by a kid who was unintentionally left behind by their vacationing family. This occurrence made them appreciate the quiet days far more. Usually they leave a clean house behind, sometimes even doing the dishes. Random. Kaya Chadwick, butcher. Kaya never thought they'd have the stomach for chopping up meat. Turns out the trick was to disassociate and have sharp knives. They tend to be slightly hasty and wasteful when handling the product. On the weekends, Kay does a street circus act that focuses on knife juggling. When adolescent Henry poked a fellow student with a pen, they realized from the moment onwards that their best friend would only be found in the pages of books, as these friends cannot be directly poked with pens. Okay. Rico has built a fully automated spam bot sending thousands of emails a day, offering people riches beyond their wildest dreams, only if they share their credit card information first. It's a numbers game. They succeed from time to time. Okay, so these three die by the rules. And it's 6 have to die, 3 with scientific backgrounds, which we have covered here. 2 aged 30 or younger. I don't think any of these people are 30 or younger. Oh, 26. Okay. So die. 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 Now, of the remaining, the cleanup burglar, literary critic, are there any other butcher's young, but the Home Alone burglar probably is the one more deserving to die. Four left, so that takes care of the requirement of 3 humans with scientist background, 2 humans aged 30 or younger. Now we just need to get 2 more of these. Email scammer. He dies. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and now it's between the getaway driver, the butcher, and the literary critic. Getaway driver is the most bad choice here. So, and then we have the mostly harmless butcher and the literary critic. See how we did this time. See if we get scolded for following the rules again.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well. I forgot to ask you yesterday. How did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own?
Things got really bad.
The world certainly has that tendency. Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay. Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation?
I'm not sure about the whole rebellion thing you spoke of.
Oh, the fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor. This reminds me. Have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue.
I'm still a bit unclear on the origin of the rules.
What do you mean?
So do you pick what's supposed to happen and thus make it happen? Am I the one who actually picks and makes things happen?
Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference. Our data mongers assemble, collate, and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate
Swathes?
parameters for the necessary equilibrium. We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly.
How can that be? If I mark profiles, don't these decisions affect other people?
In a sense. But this is certainly not a one-to-one sequence of causal links. You should consider, time works a bit differently in here. Anything else?
How long is a day, anyway?
The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity. I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region,
Huh. Then how does it work?
time is an inconsistent flux. While you rest, days, weeks, months may pass, at different intervals. Profiles from diverse moments appear on the same day, interlaced, within a rhizome of time and space stretching beyond mere 4 dimensions. That is why causal links are difficult to establish, and the equilibrium is of unfathomable complexity. Anything else?
What's my history? Was I someone?
You are a death spawn. I crafted you out of different materials.
Where did my parts come from?
The store. And places. Anything else?
Do you play chess? I recall some film about death with tons of chess.
No. I am instead particular to this game called Go. Aesthetically pleasing, less violent and imperialistic. Anything else?
This was a lot. I should go rest.
Until tomorrow, Grim.
Ooh, I didn't get paid very much.
Yes, you did it, Reaper. You have achieved. Your grandeur grows with every passing moment. Soon we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory.
What? What are you rambling about now?
Nothing. I wouldn't dare say a thing, Your Majesty.
What?
Carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper. But stop before it's too late. Already getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears.
Hmm? I don't know what that's all about.
Shiver me timbers! Ye sure can't get enough of the Emporium.
Oh, I guess I'm getting a,
Avast! This
Eraser
tale is
finally.
beyond reproach. We were sailing the high seas when we found a shipwreck full of these off the coast of the Wild Wakes. 'Twas power to erase even the most dreadful of mistakes. Used it to erase one of my risky love letters. And you know what? Never heard from the love interest again. Amazing little thing.
Okay then. End of day. Let's see. Oops, some devil talking to Fate. See what we got here. Alright, so... Alright. Cronews. Archaeologist stumbles, impales themselves on massive tusk of supposed giant hamster. Nations start arguing over the outer space colonization rights. Thesis on the Zeitgeist wins second prize in local essay competition. Burglar stumbles on a frighteningly complex array of traps during break-in, dies of serious head trauma. Young thug gunned down during a police raid of suspected mob hideout. Local dentist accidentally poisoned himself while testing experimental new tooth filling. Ugh, poor bastard. Okay. Total of 2 humans have to die. The humans on the opposite ends of the profile bundle must die. How about we try some brand new methods of strengthening the equilibrium? I have great faith that these techniques are of a more structural nature. So, they want me to get this guy, who is a kidnapper. Creepy kidnapper, there's no way around that. Their latest plan is ambling near stadiums wearing cute mascot outfits and swiping kids who want to take a photo. It hasn't really worked thus far because of the crowds, but when it will, they'll demand a substantial ransom and die. And this person. Right after graduation, Caleb went to work at the Acadia Institution, where they've been researching strange experimental pathogens. The goal is to achieve a potential breakthrough in human cell regeneration. It's a pretty dangerous job, and it often involves the use of sharp instruments. Well, this playthrough is following the rules, so I'm going to say yes to the death. And that leaves bus driver. Sherry is a downtown bus driver. They are pulling double shifts to save money for opening a small vegan muffin shop. They can barely make it to the bathroom or eat during their breaks. When they get home, they collapse in exhaustion. Poor person. Open your muffin shop. Oliver stole toys when they were young, and their family was struggling to find happiness in misery. As they got older, they became a regular swindler in order to improve their living situation. But after a while, he saw the futility of their endeavor. In the pursuit of finding life they deserved, they've assumed the identity of an identity thief? I'm confused, but rules are rules. Yep, that was a short day. Let's see. Oh, Cloud is not speaking to us today.
Grim, my fellow colleague, I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance. Should I become a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique, after all. I have much experience.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Indeed. Why not? I shall continue my contemplation. But for now, it is time for daily feedback. All the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to meticulousness.
I've pleased the cat. The horrible, horrible cat.
Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations.
Well, looks like I managed to achieve all the monies.
Ahoy! A pleasure to see ye again.
Let's see, we got... I can't afford that, I cannot afford that, and... I don't want that, so enough of this. Too bad. Curious as to if I'm going to end up in the middle management slot or not. Probably not. I'm probably headed straight toward a bad end. Why is this red now? Oh. Does that tell me the state of the world? Is this like a meter based on how I've been doing? see. Oops. All right. Young researcher dead from yet to be identified pathogen. Doctors left puzzled. Unknown mascot struck dead by lightning in the middle of the day. Stadium officials confused. Ingenious identity thief hired by a special investigations unit for infiltration and clandestine operations. 5 reasons why you should go to the new vegan muffin shop, Double or Nuffin, right now. Good for them. Troubling trend of construction flaws being hidden on the rise. All right. A fresh idea. I hope you are still well motivated for your performance discussion. We are trying another new structural method. You will be required to demonstrate utmost precision. All humans on the bottom row have to die. Keep the chaos away, will you? Okay. Yvette has taken upon themselves to be a great set of responsibilities in a field they lack knowledge of. Those decisions that matter, Yvette tends to fumble gloriously. Yet they do try to better themselves according to the criticisms from the public, even though they don't often understand most of them either. Logistics coordinator. Wilton is a very proficient logistics coordinator. Their nickname at work is Smooth Operator. They also apply these skills to managing 2 separate secret families. It's all just the people on the bottom. Okay. Gwendolyn Shee, network engineer. Gwendolyn is not exactly sure when their career as a network engineer stagnated. It's definitely not what they dreamed of doing with their life, but they're barely just content, and their large family depends on their income. I'm sorry, large family. Hopefully you get death benefits. I have become horrifically jaded. I have just realized this. Chris has worked in real estate for 20 years. Got a nice house? They'll sell it. Got a crooked house? They'll sell that too, even fetching a high price. Some deficiencies must be concealed, of course, but money is money, right? Feel bad, but I am following the rules for this playthrough. More often than not, Gunther finds themselves in dangerous situations due to their curious nature and profession. They haven't had a chance to build a family because of their risky life choices, but hope to settle down eventually. At the moment, they're undercover, working in a minor drug lord, trying to expose corrupt policies. Well, do some good. Bart is a wealthy banker, married with 2 kids. They had an affair with the brother of their spouse, but the partner found out and took off with the kids. Then the brother committed suicide, and Bart, in sorrow, moved to a huge countryside mansion where they wait alone to meet their lover again. Well, I feel bad for him, but he has to suffer with it. Chase absolutely loves shredding guitar solos. The more technical, the better. Their fingers pick and slide over the guitar strings so fast, most cameras can't even catch up. They're an idol to any ambitious young guitarist to be. It's actually a fairly balanced set of good and bad in these. I still feel bad, especially for letting that realtor live. Let's see. Well, the cloud's gone.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me.
This is different.
Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them?
Maybe, but it's not our call to make.
Perhaps. We do still hold some control over the levers.
I really don't see this line of thought going anywhere.
Oh, never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty.
Actually, I do have thoughts on loyalty.
I am all ears, Grim.
Doesn't seem fair. I've got basically no agency. Don't you think this flows to one way?
Such is the nature of loyalty.
I guess. Never mind
Well,
then.
I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
Wait, I didn't even get my daily review.
Oh, right. Slipped my mind. Well, if it is that important to you. It seems you marked the proper amount of profiles. Well done and all that. Now depart. I have things to contemplate.
I feel that he had a sudden and weird personality shift there.
Ye drive a hard bargain, matey, but Mortimer does love a good scuffle.
Eye of Anpu. Okay, yeah, let's get a new
Ever been
piece.
to the land of dunes, ye scallywag? There be ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes. Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging, the bowels of the world eater rang in my ears. But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured. Ah, 'tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
Huh. I've got to see this. All right, those are the glasses. Yes, we are doing Anubis. All right, so we have Stealth, Jackal, Goodest Doggo, Foxy, Winter is Coming, and Anpu. We are going with Foxy. And let's see here. What's a good... Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that suit with Foxy. Yes, this is us now. We are the Foxy Assassin. Oh, it changed my head. Nice. I like it. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to take a break here for now. This stuff is getting heavy, and I'm getting vaguely worried about where some stuff is going. So, we'll take a break and come back to the horror next time on Let's Play Death and Taxes. Later, folks.